Hello everyone, welcome back to your channel The Guardian San. So in the previous video we had completed the stage 0, that is connecting with the Bedrock. We had sent that how we are sending the request to the Bedrock foundation models and how we are getting the response, right? So today we'll be starting with the stage 1. Okay, so before starting, let's know what is the issue with the first model that we had created, that is the basic chatbot. Issue with basic. It was kind of randomly generating the response. We had no control on what type of user query we want to handle. Example, suppose there is a Swiggy chatbot. So it has some specific domain, right? That only it can answer. Suppose if the Swiggy chatbot asks who is the best footballer, it might not answer, right? Because it's not its domain. It will say, please ask questions related to your orders and all, right? Getting. So what is the issue? You got it, right? Let me showcase also you this. Like suppose I had also run here. Already run here, like Python basic chatbot. See, you ask here who is the best footballer. Okay. Okay. So what we want to build, we will are building AI assistant chatbot. Okay, and chatbot. Uh, okay. Whose domain will be only to answer AI related queries. That is, what is generative AI, what is machine learning, what is deep learning, and when it asks questions outside this domain, like who is the best footballer, right? It is outside the domain. Then it should not answer. It should say like, please ask questions related to AI. Okay. So see here, what is the issue with the basic chatbot? It is randomly. It is we are not having control on its response, right? We are not having the control on the LLM that what kind of questions we want the LLM to handle, okay, and what kind of response we want it to. So for that, prompt template comes. Okay, there comes system prompt. We will talk about that. Here, if you ask here who is the best footballer, it is giving the answer, right? So we will see that. Okay, we will creating that prompt template, and through that I will show you like how through system prompt we are having a control on the LLMs. Okay, that what type of query it will handle, what type of response it will be. Okay, so without wasting the time, let's start with code. And see, I have also kept the written the code here. Right, if writing the code, if I make some mistake, I will refer it from here. Okay, this is how we learn, right? Let me create a prompt template. Okay, so first I want to copy this client, right? This is going to be same, right? This is going to be everywhere same, kind of. Here. Okay, so this is for the, as we have seen in the previous view, right? This is for connecting, creating a client that will connect to the function model, right? Through this only we will be sending our request to the function model. Okay, we are seeing the previous video. Please watch previous video. Do not watch now. I will make you understand what is this prompt template. First, light little bit some of code. Don't worry. So what we will do from LLM module, we will import first get LLM. Then from LangChain underscore core dot prompts, we will import chat prompt template. Okay. Through this, we will be creating the template and see like how we do that. Okay. Now this is there. So let's create a function. Find prompt template. See, while writing, I got confused. When you see whether this should be dot prompt or it should be prompt. You can check it here. Right, it's prompt. Right. Let's write down here. So first, what we want is getting the client, right? Getting the client to connect to that Bedrock. Now, now we will create the template. See how we will create the template. That is chat prompt template dot prompt messages. Okay. From that, we are taking a from messages function, and in that, what it expects? It expects a list. Now, what is this list? I will talk about it. Don't worry. Okay. And in this list, tuples are expected. Okay. What are expected is tuples are expected. I will tell you like what is this list, what is this tuple. Don't worry. We'll go it. So here first what we'll write is system. Okay. System. System means kind of we are telling the model that what type of query it will take. Okay. We are controlling the model. This is for the model, instructions for the model, predefined instructions for the model to get the better response, right? This is the predefined instructions for the model. So now I say like this, AI assistant. Okay, for a AI assistant, please answer queries only on AI. And other questions asked, please directly mention I am an AI assistant. Please ask me question. AI for AI assistant only on AI. This is the thing. This would be comma tuple, right? Tuple, tuple. The next values are separated by comma. Separated by. Okay. I will let you know what is it. Don't worry. Now here comes human. Human. We are expecting question. We are expecting is the question. Question will come. So let's create a global variable question. Okay. Let's create a global variable question. Don't worry, we will explain it everything. Let me first show you like how it's working. Then we will go through the code, right? First understand like how it's working. So here is the one, right? We created the prompt, right? Prompt is ready. Now what we'll do, we'll create a chain. Don't worry, we'll explain that. I will explain this. This is the kind of a pipeline. So prompt for LM. Okay, for LLM. Now after this, what we'll do, we will run a while loop similar to Java. See here, we here don't write true like Java. We write a capital true. Okay, I had also made a mistake while writing. So now, first what we'll do is take an input, right? Take an input. The question for After taking this, we will check if user question, right? Dot like lowercase there happens here is lower c. Just we have to fill and write lower, right? But lower equal to exit. Then will break enter to Java. Break continue, right? That's the case here. Otherwise, what we'll do? Chain dot hook. Okay. So here we will write the to see what variable it is expecting question. Here also we will write the and in question we will pass what user question. Getting check it was chain.invoke only, right? Dot invoke only will do, right? Dot invoke only. So this is how it will do. And what it will return? It will return a response. Return a response. So we will here print here what we will print. AI replied. What it replied? Plus response dot content. Right? We remember how we extract the content apart from the object, right? It's in the previous video. This is all there, right? This is what we want from this function, right? Now, same thing that we want this function to be executed only when this specific file is run, right? Remember this video? Then run prompt it. Let's first run it. See, like we are getting some error or what or something. Then we will kind of more fine tune this and understand that. Let's run. First we need to come back. Then we need to go to the prompt template folder. And don't forget to activate the virtual environment, right? We are seeing the video how to activate the virtual environment. Now let's run Python prompt template. What, what error? Very can come, right? We will solve it today. Okay, it does not come. So let's ask it uh, who is the best caller. Determining the best caller is subjective and depends on you can see here how randomly it behaved. From here also I couldn't control it. I gave it the instruction to our AI assistant, please answer queries only on AI. If any other questions asked, please directly mention I am AI assistant. Please ask me question related to AI. But see, here also it couldn't behave that way. I couldn't was able to control its response to it fully. Okay. So that's why the coding will happen. What coding we have done, it will happen. We will learn to create the models, RAG and all, everything we'll learn. But after some time, what will create edge for us or with experience will come is selecting the model. See here we have selected a very according to the price like Nova Micro. So for that model, step by step understanding the prompt a little bit becomes complex for it. That is also the reason selecting a correct model. And second is the system prompt. Some prompts should be very clear so that it understands what it has to behave like structured give proper example, so that will come with the understanding. Like so that's why what I had kept is written the system prompt from here itself. Like see, let me write it down. You will see that how detailed this is. Yeah, we can use ChatGPT and cloud to generate this system prompt. Okay, and because it is knowing more, right? What another kind of a LLM can expect, right? And with experience, we will also learn like how to kind of give a detailed, more detailed, so that it becomes easy for uh, this model to understand. And we share a multi-line comment, and now copy this. Okay, now let's see the system. Let's first run it, then we will go. Okay, let's first run it. This is correct, right? Hmm. What? Who is the best food follower? Uh, follow. I am an AI assistant. I can help you with only with AI related queries. Let's ask what is ML. See, about ML it answered, right? So you are getting what is the role of the system prompt. The previous prompt that I had written, it was clear for you. It was clear for me what we wanted. But it was not clear for that model. Because it's a kind of a kid. Think it as like a kid. We need to clearly explain. See how detailed this prompt I have created from the chat GPT. Okay. Like this is what I want and how should I explain the model in the best possible way. See how it's explained like we give the system prompt. You are an expert AI assistant. Should answer only questions related to this thing, right? This topic, right? And sometimes this user can write topics in short form also, right? Instead of artificial intelligence directly writing AI, ML, DL, right? So treat abbreviation and full form as the same. For example, ML stands for machine learning. Now, if the user question belongs to any of these topics, answer it clearly and accurately. If the question is not related to AI or these topics, reply with exactly the following sentence and nothing else. I am AI assistant. I can help you only with AI related queries. That's what it did, right? So this is what is the system prompt, and through this we control the model that what kind of response take, what kind of request it should take. I will type it down. Don't worry. I'm just showing you like how it's working. The previous basic chatbot, what happened? It was having no control, taking any type of queries, right? But whereas with the whatever chatbot we built for a specific domain. Like here we were building a chatbot that will only answer AI related query, right? Not anything other. So system prompt rules comes for what? For controlling the response, for controlling the kind of request that this model will accept, right? Getting. So that is what we saw, right? After giving system prompt, clear system prompt, and how important the system prompt becomes, that also you saw, right? I had written previously, but it couldn't give the correct answer. But writing it properly, giving it proper example, more clarity, we got the desired results, right? So now let me make you understand this, right? Code part. We have already seen this, right? Yeah. So all this you have understood, right? Like we are from a module importing a function, right? All that, right? From this you can consider there are no inside classes, there are subclasses, so kind of that. Okay, from inside we are extending the subclasses, importing the subclasses, and from there calling the functions. So what is this? Do you know this one? This is basically list. Let me come down to our lecture 13. So the issue now list. See, similar to Java array list or array, there exists in Python. Yes, okay. So This has this is used as a collection of multiple items, same like array, right? And the items inside it can be updated, or deleted, not fixed. Okay, it's not that it's immutable, it's stable, it's getting. So you can store a different item in this, like apple, guava, and guava. Getting, the most important point is here is it's stable, it's stable. Getting, it's stable. Remember, this is mutable. Now, according to our problem that we had solved here, right? From template.py. So this chat from messages, this is expecting a list. What list? A collection of multiple messages, multiple messages, right? So if you see here, we have passed the messages, like like system message. This is one message. Getting, then human message, right here. So it's expecting a list, which is a collection of messages, right? Collection of messages get passed, right? Like list, we get passed the here the system message, here the uh, human message, right? Let me write in for human message, here the system message, right? So that is the list. Getting, that is the list. Now what is this uh, parenthesis? This one. What is this parenthesis? See here, this parenthesis, right? What data structure it is? So this is tuple. So list is denoted by this, and tuple. All these are data structures. Okay, so this tuples list and all are the data structures. The below are the data structures. Python. Below are the data structures in Python. And the what is data structure? For storing the data. For storing the data. And each of the data structure has its own pros and cons, as we all know, right? Yes, we had seen stack queue and all. And now this, what is this tuple? Is represented by this. This kind of contains fixed value. Okay, and it is immutable. The most important about thing is immutable. You can't update the tuple once stored. Okay, it's for storing related value. Related value. Let me explain. Suppose you want to store coordinate in coordinate geometry graph exists, no, x axis, y axis. So you can create a tuple to store that. Okay, related value, right? Related x and y are here related. Only two values, right? Why to make it kind of list? Okay, so let's when many values, when you tuple, when you want related values like coordinate geometry x y z, those values you can create like x y z y z, this kind of thing, tuple. So here what we have done in tuple, we are storing a single message. Each message is a tuple and it's related, right? So like it was system, and corresponding to system there was the system message, right? That is the instruction to the getting related. Getting, it contains fixed value. It is immutable. It means you cannot update the tuple. You can't update the tuple. Tuple, tuple, right? One store strict is for storing related values like x, y, and x, y here related, like in coordinate geometry, like in coordinate the x axis, y axis, like it matches. And here in our code, it matches is a tuple, right? So first, what is this? It's the collection of messages. Okay, list is what? A collection of messages, right? Our code is the collection of messages. The collection of messages, and each message is the tuple. Each message is a tuple. This is a tuple, right? So a list of tuples. Got it? This is what, right? Now let me explain you the what is the prompt template. Prompt template. We send the request to the client in terms of prompt template. So what user query comes, put prompt template, and prompt template is sent to the LLM. Let me, you see here, we created this prompt template, right? This is a prompt template. Let me write on it. Creating a prompt template. So here we are creating a prompt template. You have seen I have written a chain here, right? Chain called LCL expression, LangChain expression language. I will talk about LangChain. Don't worry, it will come. When the problem will come, no, then we will see like how this LangChain is solved. Now let's start. So this one. So you are accepting the user question, right? Otherwise, that is what is AI, and we are first calling chain.invoke. You would have seen chain.invoke, and inside it, we are writing the question and the user. So let me explain what is it. This is this chain, this chain, okay, this chain is a pipeline. Pipeline kind of step by step execution. What first happens? User query taken, then it gets embedded. This user question gets embedded in the prompt template. See here, the question gets embedded in this prompt template. You see here, we have kept here no human question, this template, right? Template. Let me copy it down for you. Let me take this all. Well, now you have understood, right? The prompt. Now let me make it simple like good. Sorry, I okay. So what happens? User query is taken. Let's say user query is taken. Okay, and what is that stored in? That is stored in question variable, right? You had seen we are storing the value in question variable, right? Oh, user question. User, so user query is taken, user question is taken. Okay, now let me tell you like user query is taken, stored in the user question variable. Stored is stored in user question variable. First, step by step. Like user query is taken, stored in the user question variable. Then what happened? After this, we do chain.invoke is called here, right? In questions, we are passing user question, right? So after this, what happens? Pipeline gets executed through chain equal to prompt LLM. You see here what we are doing. We are user question value we are giving into the question, right? And in this, you see there this one is expecting question, right? So what happens? Your this user question gets embedded in this prompt template. So the user question embedded the below prompt template, and at the end it becomes human question is replaced and the question becomes what is AI, let's say. And then this how it gets embedded, right? This is how it gets embedded, and this is the chain, right? This is the chain. Let me type down here only so that it becomes clear for you. This one. When you do this, executed, right? This chain.invoke, then it gets executed. Okay, pipeline gets executed when you do chain.invoke, right? And this is executed, and this question, whatever was there in this, gets embedded in this prompt template. Whatever question you gave it here, it gets embedded in this prompt template. And finally, this prompt template is then sent to LLM, and you get the response. Got it? I hope it was clear for you. Got it? First, the user query is taken, right? Then pipeline gets executed. How it got executed, we saw, right? Like first, it will go to the prompt. This will embed your question in that prompt template, and after that, it will go to the LLM, that is to the client to connect the foundation model, right? Gets embedded. How it gets embedded, right? I explained you kind of, right, what we are doing. This is the basically the structure, execution structure. Okay, execution step. I hope it's clear, right? You can re-watch the video. I know it can get complex sometimes. If you are watching it for the first time, it may get complex, but please re-watch the video. I have written down everything, right? Like how everything is happening from here, like what is happening, everything kind of I explained it, right? So that's all. One thing that may come in your mind, let me clear that also, that is predict versus predict. Uh, so this is for multi-line string. Okay, multi-line string. Suppose if you see here, we were writing multiple lines in a single string, right? Multiple lines. So we see here a triple quotation, right? And here we had written a single, just give single quotation, right? Double quotation. Got it? So that's all. That's all for today. I hope I was able to make it explain. Uh, Please rewatch the video. Any jargon, do also chat GPT to understand it. That's all for today. Keep coding, keep exploring. Okay, answer.